What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
How y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
All right. Everybody chime in on the poll. Trying to figure out whether we're going to be playing Anakin or Kylo today. I made a couple edits to Anakin after playing some more games with it. You don't come here for Kylo? What do you want me to tell you? I play what I play. I'm echoing. See why that would be. Oh, you know why? Is that better? Anybody echoing now? I had a no, I don't have my own stream on the background. Come on, I'm not that bad at this. But I have a new webcam, which is a mirrorless camera, not like a webcam, and it apparently has its own microphone that I was putting in as a source, so I had to mute that source in Streamlabs. I spent the last like 24 hours trying to get the webcam working, not working, but looking good, and you know, audio is always the last thing. Always in TV production, audio is always the last thing. So anyway, got it figured out. Does it look okay? I think it looks okay. I think it's an improvement, hopefully. Like I said many times on here, I put every nickel that you guys give me through Patreon or through I don't know, I haven't actually made any money off YouTube yet, but eventually the 5 cents I make off YouTube will go into making this channel look and sound better. So there you go. What's up, Chris? Anyway, here's the edits I've made. I thought about pulling Owen out. Owen has felt pretty mid, but he's undeniably good against Quinlan. So for now, I'm gonna keep him in. But if you also find Owen to be mid, you could swap him back for the arcs. This is basically like a 1-for-1 swap with the ARC 170. If you have a lot of the weird thing about it is like he's kind of good in the matchups where Arc would be good also, because those decks tend to not interact with you a lot, so you can just like put him on the ground and heal to a turn, which for one resource is pretty good rate. But I don't know, there's there's some matchups where he feels like the problem is like if you're playing against like a lot of decks, you never want to play him on turn 1. I see this as more of like a turn 2 play, like where you're doing a 2-drop and then a 2+1 on turn 2. So if you see him as your only one cost or 2 cost in your opening hand, like I'm probably gonna have to mulligan, and a lot of the time you mulligan and like don't have like a play. So maybe it's correct to just play him out and like try and suicide him into something in turn 2, but it feels like that's like pretty weak. What else did I change? I swapped the Jedi lightsabers into the sideboard for Ezra because Jedi lightsabers were similarly feeling kind of bad. Like, you know, I don't see those as like a turn 2 play against like a lot of decks. Because if you play them on, if you have like an opening hand where you have like 2-drop Jedi lightsaber, 4-drop, and then like something else, and then you play your 2-drop and your 2-drop gets blows up, then that Jedi lightsaber is gonna feel like horrific in your hand, and you're just gonna do nothing and then have to claim, which I don't ever like doing. I like to play a guy every turn. So I put Ezra back into the deck and to see if we can maybe do a little bit better in the mirrors and against Quinlan and stuff like that. I have been considering Obi-Wan Kenobi a lot lately as like a 1x, like maybe in the sideboard. Like I could see this Chirrut in the side becoming an Obi-Wan Kenobi, like one of, or even like the lightsabers or something. So there's like a few spots that are still up for grabs in this deck. You know, just like a football team. You know, we're starting NFL season soon, so we got football on the mind. Some of us maybe, I don't know. But those last few roster spots are always up for grabs. Everybody's competing for the last spots on the team, including in our deck. So let's get started. It looks like Anakin's winning 2-1. So we'll start with Anakin. See. I don't want to play a best of 3 against Yellow Gar Saxon. That seems really not fun. I don't even think it's a bad matchup. I just like don't want to put chat through that if it's like fatigue Gar or something weird like that. Not really in love with this. We have initiative, which is good, but we might not have a card to play next turn. Is it bad? I'm gonna keep the hand though, and just let's just hope we draw into something. I think Itinerant is probably not that good against Darth Maul. Probably playing Force Throw, which means we might want to keep a Force Lightning in our hand just to chuck to the Force Throw. I'm gonna lay down the Luke. Because Power of the Dark Side hits them a lot. Okay, so now we're actually okay. I thought that maybe we'd play Force Lightning on turn 2. Although, yeah, I guess we're okay if you can't Force Throw us. So now he doesn't get the Force. Can't do his thing. Can't Bogdo us. Pretty rough. I think I go key. I'm gonna put Power down. We have Villainy in the discard. And with Bogdo here, he can just chew up the Power. Yeah, that's pretty rough for him. Claim. No, I need the Force. No, I claim. I claim. It's okay if I don't have the Force, I think. I cheer it. You had a terrible time against Gar last night. You can be kind of rough because one of the problems is that we're running open fire right now. And okay. It doesn't do anything. Open fire is kind of bad against Scar. If we were running takedowns instead of open fire, it'd be a lot better. But I think in general, open fire is better against most decks, and I think Gar is like not like the best position deck in general. Against like the rest of the field. So we just have to hope that the other decks beat the Gars. I did beat Gar ACL at EQ a couple weeks ago. We have Cassian to smuggle, so we can do Cassian, force throw. Damage on my base. I think we can get rid of the Owen, even though it would be nice to draw into an Anakin. Yeah, it's a hard matchup. You have to like. The thing that's hard about it. We just claim. Just claim. The thing that's hard about it is that you have to avoid some traps. There's some units that are very good in other matchups that are not very good against our Saxon. Like all the shielded guys can be kind of bad. Figured that was coming. But I have Luke Skywalker. And I'm assuming... Okay, he didn't want to play. I feel like I win if this game goes like this. Two, three. I discard this. Force throw him. Pretty much no matter what, we win here. He doesn't attack. Yeah. He must have forgotten what my leader does. Classic mistake, forgetting about Anakin leader ability. Oh, this is gonna feel so bad for him. GG. Yeah, he should have killed my my Anakin unit. I mean, it would have kind of been the same thing. I would have just like played Luke the next turn, but maybe it's better to get the damage in. I don't know. Who's to say? I don't think that Maul lightsaber is like the strongest thing you can do in the world. Yeah. A win where you do what's up, Rosalind? You do 0 damage to the base the whole game and they're just like, no, they're cooked. Yeah. That was a classic like Ray way to win the game. I'm not gonna mulligan, but it does always feel bad when you have to put down Luke and crate. Maybe we keep the Luke and put Itinerant down and just trust we're gonna draw into another 4-drop. I'm gonna do that. See how it goes. The 1-4. Maybe he's gonna be playing the fringe package, like fringe synergies. All right. I think we play Marin over Ezra because Marin can kill Darth Maul on flip. And I put another crate down. Even though crate is like pretty much a monster against Darth Maul. Against any red-green deck, crate just wins the game. I mean, they probably, if they're playing like Force Lightning, they can kill it, but that's about the only good way they have. Do we just claim kill his visitor? Even better. You must have to run this because the red green 2-drops are so bad. Neither of them have force, right? Because they have is the green one force? What's up, Colorado Cantina crew? Who's running that account? Which one of y'all? Yo, Jordan. Colorado Cantina crew are homies. Love those guys. Have hung out at a bunch of events with them. Hung out in the casino floor in Galactics in Vegas with them. Had a good time. Hi, Vanguard. Get out of here. Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to get out of this that you can't do in blue either. I guess ramp, but I don't know if like ramping is that big a deal. Oh, look at that top deck. Love to see it. Yeah, Overwhelming Barrage, I guess, but like, if you're in blue, do you even need Overwhelming Barrage? You just like kill stuff. And if you're trying to ramp OB, there are like better decks to do that, right? Unless you just want to play all. Blue with resupply? I mean, I guess like if you're playing it to like surprise flip, but Maul is like not a a good enough leader to like surprise. You know what I mean? It's not like flipping into like Vader or flipping into Palp or something like that where it's just like this huge flip. Bro. How you gonna do that? Hit me with that. There are no crates coming through that door. If he hits me with a crate, I guess I have the fell, but... I mean, is this why? You can just play Vader over and over again? Wow. What a play. I think I have to hold on to the fell in case he plays a crate. I'll just give him that. My decision was basically whether playing itinerant was better than playing Owen and getting a mystery force user. I think itinerant is probably good enough than mystery force. Browning Pandora was wondering why he couldn't type in chat. He doesn't subscribe. You have to subscribe to chat. I make you pay one button press. That's the tax. How's it get up to 1,000 subs? We are quickly running out of big stuff to play. What's up, Fathom? You're actually awake right now? Shouldn't you be asleep? Did you just get off work or something? I don't want to burn the fell on Maul. I know he's got to play Crate Dragons with how this deck looks, or Devastators or something like that. I doubt his top end is Palpatine. Bruh. I literally hate how this game is going. Resourcing the crates and Luke early is really screwing me right now. So I kill Palp. If I fell Palp, I just lose. But fell Palp and then force throw and hope I don't get a 1-drop. I also have Cassian to smuggle out. Trying to win a PQ. It's a noble goal. I'm also trying to win a PQ. It ain't easy. Dude, I knew that was coming. Oh my god. Oh my god. GG. You got it, dude. I knew that was coming. I need to draw into my third Anakin. We are so up. We are so up. We have never been more back. We have never been more back. He plays a crate now. We just concede though. We gotta clip that one. If we win this game, we gotta clip that one. Oh, dude, you're gonna pulse return me like that for real? That was so rude. Luckily, we do have an out. He can't even ping me without killing his own guy right now. Yeah, he did not brick. He had an old Palps return in his hand. Rude. And he had a Force Lightning? Mega rude. Alright, man. GG. He had it. He got there. We made it interesting though. Those Lukes, those resources and those Lukes and crates really came back to bite us. Report 911. Like to report a case of having it. Yeah, we did have it, but unfortunately, sometimes you have it and they also have it, which is what happened in that case. Yeah, I think in a game 2 we probably win when we bring in our pillages. Maybe it was correct to play Owen instead of for a cause. For a cause playing Vader Blue. He's not playing the shield base, which is interesting. Perfectly serviceable hand. But I think we just try and get a Jedi Starfighter anyway. And we mulligan into a far, 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 far worse hand. That's how it goes. That was my my Galactics in a nutshell is what just happened right there. I'm going to give you guys a little preview about how the rest of this game is going to go. Not well. Big Dog's going to ramp too. Think about how good it would have been if we got a Jedi Starfighter. Do we keep another fell? No, I don't think we need to keep another fell in case he plays another clone combat. Do we? Is that crazy? I think we need these other cards. If he flips onto one of these guys, we can force throw the Rival's Fall at him. Not do it anymore. We don't have shit in our discard. We can't even force throw a hero or villainy card. This is the Vader conundrum. I think I force throw. I think I force throw Anakin at the Victor leader. And then just rivals whatever he plays next. Or rivals whatever he flips onto, I mean. I have to do it that way because if he flips onto something other than the Victor leader, I'll have a hard time. Onto the ground? Okay. Wait, I didn't need to do that. I just use my leader. Whatever. I misplayed that. I should have flipped Anakin the action after I rivals the battle tank. GG. Yeah, I misplayed that. But yeah, because if I flipped, I could have attacked in, and then he would have done that, and then I would have attacked again and won the game. See if we can do a quick rematch. See if he's up for it. Yeah, I think we had a winning line. I'm gonna play against a Han 1. I've seen a lot of people try and play this like Han 1 green stuff. It seems like this would be like horrifically bad to play into the meta with all the force throw and pillage. My pillages are on the sideboard, but I think even like just regular force throw, like force throw is still like pretty rough. I think I like Itinerant over Chirrut. I think I'm gonna start Starfighter in case he starts Falcon. I think Force Lightning. I kind of want to keep Force Lightning. I'm gonna put the Chirrut down. Chirrut probably would be good against Han, but Why is Ray not an option in the poll? Because she sucks right now. Unfortunate. Ray DV. I'd rather gouge my eyes out than play Ray DV. Let's be real. Man can dream. What do we like here? Marin, I could do that and that, but Itinerant Warrior is really good in this matchup, I feel like. I'm just stalling by attacking this thing. I don't really care about it. Need aggro to get popular again for her to be good. Yeah, I mean, even aggro, I don't think Ray is like that good against, because like there's just too many 4 and 5 health units turn 1. That's why we stalled. So that's why we sacrificed our Jedi Starfighter to kill his on flip. Bill could crush Attorney with Hunter Blue. He should do that. I want to see that. He had to put Luke in. Is that because he's planning on getting it back? Jin Blue. That's a good idea. Let's go ahead and kill that Falcon real quick. Trying to borrow Mickey's Quinlan list. I want to know if Mickey is Mickey off Quinlan yet? How many PQs does Mickey have to win with Quinlan before he stops playing it? What I want to know. When do you retire it? Gonna play Quinlan. I knew it, dude. When he rotates, yeah, March 2026. I believe it. We got a Ewing with Force Throw. If you discarded a Ewing to Force Throw and let me kill his Han with it, what do you think he has in his hand right now? It's got to be like insane. Kylo Data Vault. I cannot co-sign that. Okay, we win. GG. Oh, what? Oh, forgot he's on 33. I thought I was counting up to 30. Awkward. That would have been mega awkward if we didn't win that game. Because I was playing around. Talzin is not Quinlan in a new dress. Those decks, I feel like, are very different. I also don't think Talzin's very good. Power level wise, I don't think they're in the same ballpark. If you look at like Talzin's win rates right now, it's like not great. Obviously, Mickey D would have better win rate than these random ones, but why is it? Oh, weird. Okay, Quinlan, you have 55% win rate. I bet you Mickey's is quite a bit higher than that. Boba DV at 60% seems mega high to me. Yeah, Talzin like going 57% win rate seems high, because if you actually go to like the SWU meta, SWU competitive hub meta. Oh wait, that's what I want. I think it's like below 50% in tournaments actually. I think this is a bad hand against Sabine. Dude, we're like batting 1,000 as far as mulliganing into like far worse hands. We in both times we mulligan into Cassian as our 3-drop and Kiadi Mundi as our 4-drop to where we can't even like get the force. Yeah, Quinlan win rate's around like 85%. That sounds about right. I pass. Blue base. I'm gonna pass. Now we claim. Okay, we gotta open fire. I don't think I can be cute and see if he wing leaders this. I think I just kill it. In case he has fleet. If he had wing leader, that would have been a pretty big blowout though. This is still so bad though. Still no 3-drop force. If 3-drop force user would have been like so much better there. I just have to like let Chira eat shit right here. Sabine ECL in Tarkentown? I don't know. Sabine Tarkentown feels like too glass cannon-y for me. So we still don't even have a hero card in our or hero or villainy card in our discard right now. 2-3. We're probably gonna have to double force throw. Hope that Yaddle stays alive. We are so bad. These draws have been nasty. Owen I think needs to be Arc. He's gonna ECL Poen in my Yaddle now. I know it. Timely K2. Okay, same thing. I'm gonna get rid of these 2 cards though. Because you know he's got Poen Wrecker if he timely to K2. Let's see that. See that wrecker. Get that out of here. Dude, now we have a hero card at least. What did you get? Something good? For a cause, that's pretty good if you're trying to top deck. Rebel Assault on the top of the deck. Well, I guess the best I can do is not let him Rebel Assault, but I'm going to take a lot of damage. Play a card. Play a card. Play a card. Not stupid. I needed to draw like an itinerant warrior or something. I'm gonna take too much damage. If he plays a K2SO, I'm pretty cooked. I have Force Lightning, I guess not, but I need a heal, so need to have him do something slow. So we know one of these cards is a Rebel Assault, so you can do 4, put me at 25, 26 with Sabine Ping. Really flying on a razor wire right now. I lagged. Yeah, I'm lagged. Okay, he just wins, I think. Yep. So if he pings, I claim. He has like a million ways to kill me. Wow. Wow. That was a good game. I got so lucky. Don't lie, none of y'all thought I was gonna win that game. Any ECL, so he could have, if he had literally any like ECL K2, ECL Poe, ECL Wrecker, for a cause, like a million ways to kill me there. I need that to happen in a tournament. If he played Cassian from the row last time, or the turn before, then I could just kill it, overwhelm it. Oh, after I claimed, yeah. Makes sense. Alright, I'm like so shell-shocked from mulligans right now that I think I just keep this hand. Even though it's kind of mid. So I think I'm gonna double Owen turn 1. Maybe not. I think I have to play Adi because he played Pride. If he had played a ship, I think I would Owen, play another Owen to kill the other. But now I have to be able to kill Pride. So I'm gonna claim here because ramping is like one of the main ways they can beat us. Rivals is good. We like that. Can't tell if he's thinking or not. We've had a lot of server desyncs with Petronaki today. He's gonna OB just to pop my shield. That means he's trying to set up Boba being able to kill my itinerant next turn, which doesn't really seem like it's worth what he just did. I want to keep great. Keeping all three of these rivals, Anakin, Forstro. It's just really between crate and fell. I think we can probably put down the fell because we have Anakin. I think first action, I just heal a little bit. Try to bait out that. Putting 2 damage on myself for no reason other than make myself 6 power, so if he ambushes my leader, he has to trade. He's probably going to ambush itinerant. There's that. Now the question is, do I sacrifice my itinerant warrior to save 4 damage on my base? I think I do. I think it's more important to protect life total at this point. Let him kill itinerant. Six. That's exactly what I wanted him to do. I knew he had a little cheaper. That means we get to force rip both of the cards out of his hand. Question is, I think I just put it all. Do we think that this is a 5? I think that's a 5. I think maybe we should be putting it on the Ruthless Raider anyway, because I don't think the 2 damage on HK matters. There we go. That's a good game. We could have also just smuggled Cassian out there. Maybe I should have probably just put the Rivals Fall down instead of the Anakin, because Anakin and Luke can kill everything that they play. So in retrospect, if I did that over again, I would put down the Rivals and keep Anakin, because Anakin is essentially Rivals Fall on a stick against Boba. I should have played great. Whatever. Probably best to sequence crate first there. So we've been winning like very, very, very consistently against Boba Data Vault lately, which is why I've had a lot of people talking to me about like wanting to change cards in the sideboard around for anti-Boba reasons. And I just don't think you need to. I think the deck beats Boba fine as it is. I have confiscates and redemptions on the side and pillages and stuff, but I don't think, like, which are sort of generically useful, but I don't really think, I just don't think Boba is a tough matchup for this deck. I don't think the win rates show that. What were we trying to look at earlier? What was the win rate we were looking for? Do I want to mulligan? Kind of. I like having open fire against CAD because there's so much ambushers you have to clean up. I think no mulligan. Rivals Fall's good. Fell's good. Oh, that was you? Yeah, you were the one who wanted to change cards for the Boba matchup. Yeah, I just don't think it's bad matchup, so I would rather devote card slots to stuff that I have a harder time with. I think we have to resource the Fell, which hurts, because CAD, like, most of the time this entire game is just about getting to, like, once they get to 7 resources, they play CAD unit, and you just fell the dragon and win the game. You think we can put down Rivals? You think he's gonna try and pass again? No. Okay. Okay. So he's definitely gonna ambush next turn. Does he have a 1-drop though? Is the question. If he 1-drops, kills Adigalia, we're in like a really rough shape. I think I'm just gonna kill his guy. Because if he had like either McClunky or like Greedo or something like that, we would have like really been behind there. I wish I had an itinerant warrior right now. It can be a struggle if they ramp, but keeping their board clear for Boba to go to ground, you win 90% of those. Yeah, I mean, really the only, like, the thing with them ramping is that if they're ramping, they're not playing a unit that turn, like, because Super Laser Tech doesn't really count because they're just suiciding it. So I don't really, like, it's not a death sentence if they ramp, because as long as you can kill like their other stuff. It's really only a problem if they ramp and you don't have like if they ramp into the 6/6 separatist, then I don't think you can win, because they protect themselves from Power of the Dark Side. But if they ramp into like any other ship that doesn't create another ship, you're probably okay. You just need to be able to keep them with only one unit so that they flip onto onto their other guy. And then you can just power them. But even then, power's pretty good still, as long as they don't get separatist ship. Because even if they play like a raider and then flip to the ground, on you still power and kill one of them, and then on 6 resource turn you kill the other one. You're a little behind, but it's not that bad. What do we do? Pass. No villainy. You know what I should have done? I should have just... you know what? I'm going to undo that. I'm going to pop the shield instead. I don't really care about Adigalia that much, but I do want to kill the Boba Fett. Wait, no, I didn't. You gonna do lightsaber stuff? I didn't think that he could get away with passing or claiming there with all this potential damage on the board, but I needed my Anakin to be 5 power. 1 second, I gotta take a break. I got a phone call that coming in. This seems important. I'll give you guys a few guesses on what you think that was. What do we think that call was regarding, chat? What could that phone call possibly have been? I'll give you one clue. I have 3 children. Some of you might know that. was not an extended car warranty. That was so on Tuesday I had, just to not leave you guys hanging, on Tuesday I had my 16-year-old daughter high school call from the nurse's office that she had to be picked up. On yesterday, on Wednesday, I had the elementary school where my son attends nurse call saying that he had to be picked up. So today is Thursday, and I just had the nurse from the elementary school where my daughter attends call to pick her up. Let me see if, what's up? Win Fo Win, is that how you pronounce it? Thanks for subscribing. No force. I need to keep the force up for cheer it. Yeah, I feel like they're playing me. But they are playing me in a way that I can't really play around. Like it's like in the game, you know, when your opponent's like got a trap for you, but like you still, like, there's nothing you can do. Like if the nurse's office calls, like, what are you gonna do? Just tell them to like get lost? Do we just play 6-10? Oh, we just win the game. Never mind. Yeah, calling a judge on my kids, like, that's pretty much all you can do, right? All right, so how do we think that game went? They let me do the pass, and I think that you can't do that. I think if you're like the Cat or Quinlan player, you just got to play a guy. Fathom says, when the nurse would call, my dad would say, send him back to class unless we were going to the ER. That was how my parents were also. I did not go home from school or go to the doctor at all unless I had a bone sticking out. That was basically like my dad's metric for whether he should pay attention to anything that was happening to me. There was one time, so I used to go to the emergency room at least like once a year. I had compound fractures like in both of my wrists, like on 2 separate occasions, where my wrist like was, my wrist was like a Z, where like this part, my hand was like up here. It was like it literally looked like a Z, and that happened 2 different times. One time falling off of monkey bars, and another time falling off of a 3-meter high dive off of the top step and landing on the concrete. I got to ride in the ambulance for that one. Another time, my grandma was living with us briefly, and she took a tea kettle off the stove, and I was like running into the kitchen because my mom called me because she saw a big spider, and my grandma was leaving the kitchen at the same time, and we collided, and the tea kettle in her hands busted all over my face, and like I had half of my face had like 2nd and 3rd degree burns all over it, and I had to meet with a plastic surgeon, and they said that I was gonna have like scars for like the rest of my life, but I didn't. Worked out. But so anyway, I had to go to the emergency room a lot, and that was the only time that my dad would pay attention to like any ailments that I had, was if something like that had happened, or I had like a fishing hook stuck in me or something like that. And then yeah, Oh, there was another time, like just to show how little my dad cared if I got severely injured. I like was watching TV laying down on the couch with my parents in the living room, and we got up. I stood up to go to the bathroom, and I walked over to the bathroom, and I like stood up too fast, so I like felt faint. I felt like I like lost my legs and fainted in the bathroom, and I like got up off the floor, and I had like blood like streaming down from my chin, and I went out into the living room, and I was like, "Hey, mom and dad, I got like blood everywhere. Sorry." And they were like, "Oh yeah, we heard a noise like 10 minutes ago, but we figured you're fine." So I've been passed out on the floor of the bathroom, bleeding all over myself for 10 minutes while my parents watched like Star Trek: The Next Generation in the other room. But yeah, we got to go get stitched up. Anyway, that's my emergency room. That's Fathom says, yeah, they should have gone wide, and when you were passing, they should have claimed, because he would have kept us in a weird spot and playing one unit instead of attacking. Yeah, you just got to do that. If I like, the only time that I think it was appropriate to not pass was maybe like on my flip turn. Yeah, that was definitely what the 80s were like at him. I think I put him in a really tough spot on the flip turn, and that was kind of like what swung the game, was when he had like 3 units out, and he had to decide whether he wanted to attack my base and pump out my Anakin, or just like just claim. Maybe that's appropriate, because I would have not have an Anakin flip. So maybe if he could have played that back, like if I was playing against an opponent, like a teammate, we were practicing, we would have ran that back and like tried to see like alternate lines on that flip turn. Because maybe if he claims there on the 6 resource turn without attacking with his leader, he can win the game. I also think waylaying the Anakin isn't that strong of a move. Anyway, I gotta go. So sorry about that, but this is what my week is like. So I appreciate everybody hanging out. Hopefully you had a good time. Thanks for the new subscribers, and maybe we can try again tomorrow. All right.